questions and answers. So I haven't done one of these before, so I've just written down a few questions that I thought might be interesting, but just to let you know, I will be doing another Q&A in a future video, so you can always ask me what questions you would like me to answer for that future video. So I just want you to sit back, relax. I've got a lovely cup of coffee here. It's the afternoon here, and I normally only drink coffee in the morning, but I haven't had my coffee today, so I thought, why not have a lovely hot cup of coffee while we relax and I answer some Q&As. So the first question is, what is your real name? So my real first name is Sarah Jane. So it's Sarah-Jane. Hence the name Serenity Jane. I just thought that name, well, my brother helped me pick the name for the YouTube channel, and just the word Serenity and Jane together just goes so well, we think. Let us know your thoughts. But that is my real first name, Sarah hyphen with a little dash Jane, so Sarah Jane. And yeah, so I don't mind being called Jane at all, not at all, because I know some people say thank you Jane in the comments, and that is no problem at all. I love the name Jane, I love the name Sarah, I love my name that my mum chose for me, so I'm happy for you to say Sarah or Jane or Sarah Jane in the comments, so either, whichever you prefer, or Serenity Jane. So the next question I have here is, how old are you? Okay, so the year I was born was 1990, so that makes me 33 at the moment, soon to be 34 in April. So I don't take that with what you will. Some people say I look quite young for my age, which I take as a big compliment. I was actually in a shop and I bought a lottery ticket, and they ID'd me, and I think you have to be 16 or 18 for a lottery ticket in this country. I can't remember the age, but still, I took that as a huge compliment. I was like, thank you. So I'm 33 currently. Where would you like to go on holiday? Now, usually when I go on holiday, so I haven't been on holiday or abroad since 2018 now, and that last place I went was Turkey, and it was so lovely, it was so hot, the beach was beautiful. I usually like to go on hot sunny holidays where the waters are crystal clear, I can just chill on the beach and relax and unwind and listen to the sounds of the ocean. Like, those sort of holidays are really good. So Cyprus, I know, is an amazing place to go on holiday, and the waters there are crystal clear, the ocean waters are crystal blue. It's just so lovely, and the weather's beautiful, the people are friendly, and so Cyprus is a good one. But where another place where I would absolutely love to go, and you may call me a child for this, but was like falling out of the sky, and I was falling into this local park, and I thought that at that moment I thought I was going to die, because it felt so real. And I remember just falling, and I hit the ground. I didn't wake up, I just hit the ground and nothing happened. I just stood up and walked off. And usually in dreams like that, when you fall over or you hit the ground, you would normally like wake up suddenly, but I didn't wake up. I just stood up off the ground and walked off the park. So that was strange. And the second strangest dream I've ever had was when I was having a nightmare about something. And you know, sometimes you have those nightmares where you like wake up suddenly, like you sit up in your bed and you're breathing really fast and you're like in shock. So sorry, my laptop just died there, so I had to plug it in on charge, and that's what's powering the ring light behind the camera. So sorry about that. Where was I? I think I was talking about a nightmare. Yeah, so the nightmare I had, I can't actually remember what the nightmare was about, but all I remember was waking up in my room, like suddenly, like I sat up and I was like like breathing really fast, like, and looking around the room like, oh my god, I'm so glad I woke up. But then all of a sudden all these objects started floating around the room, and like that scared me so much that I ended up actually waking up in real life, like again. So I woke up twice. It felt like I woke up twice because I woke up into a dream where there was objects floating around the room, and then I suddenly woke up again in real life. But yeah, that's my weird dreams. What is your favourite video game of all time? Now, it's always a tough one for me, this question, because it's between two Zelda games. Now, there's the Zelda Ocarina of Time on the Nintendo 64, and then there's also Zelda Majora's Mask. And as you can tell probably by these questions, I'm always giving two answers because I'm quite an indecisive person. I struggle to decide what my all-time favourite is, but it is between those two. I just loved the way you had puzzles to solve, like you get temples that you can go into and figure out all of the how to unlock doors and the puzzles that are involved in the temples. Like in Zelda Ocarina of Time, the most difficult temple I found was the water temple, and I was struggling for so long to find a key for a door when all I had to do was raise the water level to bring this pillar up, and then you'd swim underneath the pillar into this room to get this key for another door. But enough of that. I don't know what that was. I think the battery for the thing is running out, so 1 second. I've got two laptops powering, one powering the camera and the other powering the lighting and equipment and microphone. It's so weird. Like, there should be an easier way for this, but unfortunately I don't know it. But I'll be back in a moment. And we're back. So sorry about that. I'm just obviously very unorganised when it comes to this new DSLR camera and making sure everything's all charged and ready to use. We were talking about the favourite video games. So the Ocarina of Time is really good, but Majora's Mask is also a really good video game, and that one I absolutely love. The storyline behind it is like the moon is crashing into the Earth, or the Hyrule. Well, it's not Hyrule actually, it's another place that you've ended up in. The moon is crashing into the land, and you have 3 days to stop it from happening. And you have all these masks that you can use to, or each mask has a magical power. of Time, Zelda, and Zelda Majora's Mask. So those are my two favourite video games of all time. Sorry if I'm talking too fast, by the way. This is a simple question, but again, I struggle to answer it. It says tea or coffee. Now, as we know, I'm drinking coffee right now, and coffee is my most, the drink I drink the most in the morning. I'll have a coffee in the morning, but then I will move on throughout the day to tea, because it has less caffeine in it, and I just like the taste of tea as well, so I like the best of both worlds. Cats or dogs? Now, I love both, don't get me wrong, but I would say I am more of a cat person. We do have 2 cats where I live at the moment, and they are just so loving. They just sit on my lap a lot of the time if I'm sat down. It sometimes can get a little bit annoying when you're trying to do something and they really want to sit on your lap, but they are so loving and adorable. One's a black cat, one's a ginger cat, and they are so cute. What are you studying? So at the moment I am studying a higher national certificate, in civil engineering. I'm doing that through my work, and hopefully it'll help me further my career within the industry I work in, and hopefully that will help with the future, just for my future in general. But what I did want to say is that when I was 19 years old, I was studying the National Diploma in Performing Arts, and this is probably where I get my creative side from, because I absolutely loved performing arts. It was just amazing. And now that I have a YouTube channel where I can create content, and I can be creative with it, because I didn't take my qualification that I got from performing arts to university, I'm happy that I'm able to channel my creative side into creating content for all of you. So thank you so much for your support. And as a part of the National Diploma in Performing Arts, there was this task that we had to do. We had to collaborate with the media students and make a video, it was like a horror video, horror film, and ours was called, I think it was called something, The Evil Within. I think there is a film called The Evil Within, but ours ended up being called The Evil Within. Anyway, once we filmed, and we had to audition for these films, and I got the leading role in one of them, in The Evil Within. And then we took it to the local cinema, and then they were all shown on the screen in the local cinema, and your parents could come along, and they were handing out awards for Best Actress, Best Director, Best Producer, things like that. So, and I'm proud to say that I won the Best Actress award. I'm not quite sure how, but I did. And this is it. It's a little bear. It says 2009 Best Actress. They should have really put my name on this, but never mind. It was ASMR artist and still suffer from anxiety and things like that. I do find it quite difficult when meeting new people in public environments. It's like I have to put in a lot of confidence, bring out the confidence in myself to talk publicly and in front of large groups of people. Otherwise, like, I would crumble otherwise. So that's how performing arts has helped me to bring out myself, to be able to talk publicly. But I would just say I am an introvert. I am quite a quiet person until I get to know someone, and then once I get to know someone, then all that introvertedness goes away, and then I become more of an extrovert around the people that are close to me, if that makes sense. What's the most random word you know from a language that isn't your first language? Okay, I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, but my brother taught me this word, and it says ginger, and it means really from South Korea. So it goes ginger, like you're in a conversation, someone's saying something to you and you're like, ginger, like, really? Yeah, that's the most random word I know from a language that is not my first language. I think that's it for the questions. I think I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 questions, so I'm going to wrap that up there, and hopefully you enjoyed that, and let me know of any questions you would like to know the answers to in a future video.